Crews were able to stop that source of the spill around 3 o'clock, and as Scott said, that has spread to 9 miles. We see folks behind us. We've got the volunteers and the crews, cleanup crews, dressed in their white suits. They've got the gloves on. They've got the special masks, picking up the oil up and down the beach.
Yeah, they're doing it by hand. You can see them pulling the bags out that are filled with oil. It is a mess out here. We have live team coverage for you. CJ and Paula are back in the studio, but first, let's go to John Palmenteri with the latest information on the cause of this spill. John.
Some tough questions are being asked about the All-American Pipeline Company, especially after yesterday's leak Tuesday afternoon. And it was apparently detected by the public and the Santa Barbara County Fire Department before the line was shut down. For the first time, we've been able to see the site of the onshore pipeline break west of Refugio Beach and north of the freeway on private property. What's unknown is how much is in the soil, its exact direction from the ruptured area to the water, and when it happened. We've been told an inspection was done about 2 weeks ago.
There's no weakness in the pipeline. No, well, you know, we have not been able to investigate exactly what caused the leak. You know, it could be different things that cause it, you know, third-party strikes or whatever, you know, we still don't know at this point.
The pipeline company says the flow rate was 2,000 barrels an hour. The line went back in 1991, and it has never had a serious problem. The type of crude oil will also be chemically marked to help cleanup crews identify the source if it finds oil globs on local beaches in the weeks ahead. You might recall this pipeline has been in now for 24 years along this coastline, and the All-American Pipeline Company has not had any serious problems here, but it certainly did get a black mark yesterday. It says it bears full responsibility and is paying for all of the cleanup right now. But according to those who are on the beach and those who are observing what's going on, it's not just what's happening now, but also what's going to happen in the weeks and months ahead, not only offshore, but onshore with all the soil dirt that has to be removed. Reporting live along the Refugio coastline, I'm John Palmenteri, News Channel 3 and KCO.
Okay, thank you for the update, John. And members of the Joint Information Center for the Refugio Response Effort calculated a worst-case scenario. They now estimate the ruptured pipeline may have dumped as much as 105,000 gallons of crude into the ocean, and that stretch of the Plains All-American Pipeline is 11 miles long. And the new number is based on the company's estimation of the line's elevation and flow rate, which averages more than 50,000 gallons of oil an hour.
And sadly, this spill is affecting fish and wildlife and now 2 busy campgrounds at this time of year.
We're going to toss it to Tracy Lair, who's live at El Capitan State Beach with more on the closure there. Tracy.
I'm at El Cap, and it's very quiet here because this campground was just closed and evacuated. I'm holding a stick. I poked around just to show you the oil washing up on this part of the beach. And this is about 2.5 miles from Refugio. If you walk with me over this way, there's a cove that's part of El Cap that they say where it is really oily. And we'll try to show you that later at the 6 o'clock news. We'll try to get to it. It's a hike. But you can see the boom out there. You can see those boats out there. And right now, the park rangers are calling people with reservations, more than 100 of them, telling them that they can't come here for Memorial Day weekend, and they're refunding them between $30 and $55 a night. And here's why one ranger said people should care about this site.
Well, I like to tell people this is our Yellowstone off the beach. It is wild as it gets. We have whales every day off the shore. Plankton blooms. I mean, everything that you would see in a healthy, dynamic, wild ocean is right off the beach here.
Now, Ranger Roselle was just telling me that you might not see the problem at this point just yet, but this is what the kelp looks like. It is blacker than usual, and it does have a stench, that oily stench, and they're worried that there might be some wildlife that will wash up on shore here in the days to come. And for public health and safety reasons, they don't want people down here. They also are asking volunteers to stay away, at least for now. They want the pros to do the work, at least for now. Reporting live from El Capitan. And by the way, one more thing, I was told that they have about 40 spaces available over at Lake Kachuma. So if people act quickly, they could camp